Sri Lanka versus Australia, powered by skyx.net. It's the 5th ODI and we are live at the R. Premadasa International Stadium, and I can tell you that it is a magnificent atmosphere. Right, Sri Lanka will be batting first, and let's take a look at the Sri Lankan team first. Well, 3 changes. Gunatilaka comes in. There's also Dinesh Chandimal playing in the game, and Pramod Madushan. That's a big opportunity for him. No Niroshan Dikwela, unfortunately. Vanidhu Hasaranga has been rested, and Dhananjay De Silva also not well.
Straight away, Sri Lanka believes in 2 spinners in Dhananjay and Vanidhu Hasaranga. For Australia, there's 1 change straight up. I think Travis said will be a big loss. Josh Inglis comes in for his debut. Travis said will be a huge loss, especially with the left-hander batting so well in the one days. Also, test matches coming up. I think fingers crossed he'll be okay for the test matches.
Sri Lanka, they won the toss and decided that they would have a bat first, and Danushka Gunatilaka has come back into the side at the expense of Niroshan Dikwela, and he will be partnered at the top with Pathum Nissanka, who has really played well during this series. Got himself 100 in the 3rd ODI, and will look to give Sri Lanka a good start here. Kumar Dharmasena, standing umpire. It's going to be Josh Hazlewood with the new one, and there is a slip in place. So 1 catcher, the 2 men on the boundary, 3rd man and fine leg, and here we go. This will be a boundary to get things underway for Sri Lanka.
It's a rare mistake there from Josh Hazlewood. It's too much width. Allowed the batsman to free his hands up. And it looks a good surface today, HD. Both captains were very keen on batting first, setting up a big total. Aaron Finch said that he thinks it'll get a lot slower and lower as the game goes on.
Got his head down. It was to the left hand of Aaron Finch, but he got through quickly. The 5th and final one-day international is underway. It's 5 without loss. Out. A faint edge, and Hazlewood has got the first one for Australia.
Yeah, big wicket there from Josh Hazlewood. Just looked a lazy shot there from Lanka. Didn't use his feet, just sort of fended the ball. We know Josh Hazlewood has an impeccable length. Just followed it, played away from his body, and in the end, it was a pretty simple catch there for Alex Carey.
So an early breakthrough here for Australia. It's Pathum Nissanka who goes for 2, Sri Lanka 9 for 1. One of the leading run scorers in this series, Kusal Mendes. Very impressive strike rate. He certainly has contributed to this series win. This is an important wicket for Australia.
It's a lazy shot there. If you just look, he got his hands outside his body. It was a nothing shot. Tried to open the face and guide it down to 3rd man. Just a little bit off the seam. Easy catch there for Alex Carey, and a big wicket there for the Australians. Both teams have 2 very good fast bowling units. Be good contest, but maybe if there was a game in Perth, they might see some green, but I don't think you'll see much green in the crowds there.
Out. He's got a good pair of hands, Aaron Finch, and he makes no mistake.
Josh Hazlewood again, impeccable line and length. Been trying to give himself a bit of room. All he could do is time it beautifully to the hands of Aaron Finch.
He's been the standout performer for Australia with the ball, Josh Hazlewood. In conditions that probably don't suit him, he gets rid of Danushka Gunatilaka for 8. It's 12 for 2. Dinesh Chandimal, 140 times. Well, this will be the 140th time he walks out to bat for Sri Lanka. Great shot. Lovely shot. Deserves 4, and it will get 4.
Josh Hazlewood just over pitched. A bit wide there also, allowing the batsman to freeze arms up. Beautiful cricket shot. This is still a very fast outfield. Yeah, you're 100% right. I remember playing 2011 World Cup, and that was exactly the case. At the start of the tournament, he's had some really good wickets, but by the end...
Again, lovely. This is just timing.
This is a much better shot here from Mendes. In total control. Just look at that body weight and head. Presents the full pace to the bat and holds a pose. Just over pitch there, Josh Hazel. Just looking for a little bit of swing. Not much there now, but this is a man in form, Mendes.
Both opening batsmen in the pavilion just keep chipping away. That's through. Good use of the feet by Kusal Mendes, and the timing even better.
Yeah, Kusal Mendes has been batting really well. A couple of off drives in the previous over. This time Kunaman just pitching it a bit short and found the gap perfectly, using the pace whatever was offered to Kusal Mendes. Going with the arm, watching it really close, batting really deep, using the depth of the crease. That is good batting. Good start for Sri Lanka, except for the 2 wickets.
Off the stumps. So close. Upesh gone. Cummins picks up a wicket. He's through the shot. It's not that type of wicket where you can hit on the up.
Threw the shot a little too early that time by Chandimal. Timed it really well. This was undone by the length. You just mentioned about the length. It's very difficult to drive on the up. The batsman coming into the series for the first time, still trying to get his eye in. In all sense, he had timed it so well. I just thought for a second that's going to be a boundary, but skipper Finch caught Chandimal out. He was gone for 6, Sri Lanka, 34 for 3.
110, an outstanding knock just a couple of days ago for Charita Asalanka. He's got to rebuild. Gets that through. That was short. Asalanka doesn't miss out. Maxwell makes a mistake. Asalanka doesn't.
That was with, and it was short. Asking to be a hit, and Asalanka got the placement correctly.
14 ball, they come back for 2. Oh, direct hit was needed. Maxi is not happy. But good running from Mendes. 49 for 3.
Swung away on the leg side. Again, a quick second run here. He needed a better throw, isn't it? Charita Asalanka turned on the throw and got there quite quickly. Look at Aaron Finch.
He's not impressed there, Aaron Finch. And they're the little things you need to get right.
Punched off the back foot. A couple of runs for sure. Oh, trouble here. Definite trouble. What was happening? They were looking at each other, the 2 batsmen. That was really poor running. Asalanka turned, and he was setting immediately for the second run. Take a look at this. Take what happens. Look at it. What happens here. Look at Asalanka. He's running hard. He's calling, and he's setting off. He had gone too far. He's certainly gone too far.
Yeah, that was a terrible mix-up there from Sri Lanka. Just as they were starting to get some rhythm back in the innings, and the century maker from last game goes. Asalanka for 14. Sri Lanka now a 4 for 56.
Sri Lanka in some sort of bother here at the moment. 56 for 4. That's an early in for the captain, Dasun Shanaka. Made 100 at this level. Excellent strike rate, but this is a bowling running. Terrible mix-up.
Yeah, this is just a horrible lapse in concentration. Lenga always wanted to. Mendes called him through, and it was a late call no. Glenn Maxwell jolly on the job to run out there by a couple of metres. Horrible concentration lapse.
I think he's hit the stumps. Kusal Mendes is out, hit wicket. What's going on? He doesn't believe it. He was looking to play the pull shot. That off bail has been dislodged. 2 wickets almost immediately. Look what happens. It's his back foot. It's the back boot that hits that off stump.
And Mendes did the right thing, got deep in his crease, but like he got the front of his toe. He slid with no spikes, and that's a huge wicket there for Australia to get rid of Mendes. He departs for 26. Sri Lanka now a 5 for 56.
And look at the field for Kuhnemann. Hasn't got a wicket, but he's got 3 men round the bat on the offside. So Australia on the attack.
Yeah, all of a sudden the energy's changed in the game. Australia's taken 2 wickets in 2 balls. And Aaron Finch can smell an in. Got him again.
Oh, very nearly. What's going on? There was for a moment. But another look at what Kusal Mendes tried to do. He was going deep in the crease. It was very unfortunate that the boot just dislodged that off bail as he just knocked that off stump back. Immediately on the back of Asalanka's run out. 2 body blows as far as Sri Lankan batting is concerned.
He did the right thing, Mendes. He's got deep in his crease. But if you just at close look, he was on the point of his toe where no spikes are. He just slipped. And Dharmasena, he should be very experienced in the field. He's one of 6 Sri Lankan batsmen himself has hit wickets, so he knows the feeling. But just missed his spikes, and that little slide just lodged that off bail. 2 wickets in 2 balls for Australia.
Right, what can young Velalage do? Just 3 games into his 3rd game. Slip and 2 short legs. Straight away, what an impressive looking shot. Tossed up, leans into it, and he gets the first boundary for Sri Lanka after 27 balls.
One of the impressive things about Velalage is his temperament. We've seen here just over pitch there by Kuhnemann, hasn't tried to overhit the ball, but he's bowled and come into bat in some pressure situations, and that's the one thing that's put him apart for other young cricketers is his temperament. He handles the pressure well. I think you got a really good test cricketer here as well. We've seen when he's bowling, he's known where to bowl, but the best thing about it, he hasn't panicked under pressure.
What has he done? What have you done, Brad?
The commentator's curse. That was all a tactic.
Not that I believe it. I don't subscribe to it. But it was very unfortunate. His intention was right. He was looking to go over the top, but he just couldn't get there. He cleverly bowled by Kuhnemann. Just couldn't get there. I did grip on the surface. That's what happened. So the timing was not there.
Yeah, and that was out of character too for Velalage. What he's done really well, as we're speaking about, but that might have been a little bit of a tactic, is he's controlled the situation well. But today he has to go on the way for 4. Sri Lanka now in a lot of trouble at 6 for 61.
Well, adverse situations, challenges. 30 average, strike rate decent, hasn't got a half century as yet. 17th innings, I beg your pardon. But all I can say is adverse situations can sometimes bring the best out of you. But let's take a look at that wicket of Velalage.
Yeah, to me it was all about pressure. He played a beautiful shot first ball, timed it through the covers. And Aaron Finch, he had a couple around the bat. He had himself under the lid. And the pressure just looked like the situation got to him there, the youngster. He'll learn from that.
Sweeps and gets off the mark. They'll have to bat sensibly. They can bat. They're decent enough players. But you spoke about the temperament. And that's what is in need now. Good temperament, solid temperament.
They can get through the next 10 overs, run hard between the wickets, just start to build a total and get a little bit of momentum back in Sri Lanka's favour.
Throw him. The captain's gone. Deceived by a delivery. Kuhnemann gets his 2nd wicket. And Dasun Shanaka, feet going nowhere, glued to the crease, and that leg stump. Well, he doesn't believe it. Out for one. 62 for 7. 2 short legs. They're asking for a catch. I think that was off the pad. Maxwell's not convinced. But Australia very much on top. The spinners from both ends. He's obviously not happy.
He looks pretty relaxed though.
Gets it fine, gets it fine. Might trickle away to the boundary, does. Yes, it's just splitting that gap. It went uppishly, but went quickly.
A much needed boundary there from the Sri Lankans. But a bit greedy there, Maxwell. Stripped it down the leg side. He's trying to bowl to that leg slip there at David Warner. You see you got Aaron Finch also at bat pad. Australia are right on the attack here at the moment, and rightly so.
Driven down the ground. Pitched up to Chavika Karunaratne. Gets another boundary.
Just over pitch there, Kuhnemann. And I think Aaron Finch needs to have a look at his field here. I don't think we're going to see many ones pushed. I think you need the in-out field, have your catches around.
Goes with the turn, and he will split the gap. Karunaratne is looking to be aggressive, but so far he has also been sensible. He's picked the right ball, and this is a very safe shot.
Yeah, and he knows one way. It's high risk, but what it does do is put a little bit of pressure back on the Australians, and we see Aaron Finch has reacted straight away. He's got no bat pad, and your leg slip now. He's got 3 out on the leg side. He's deep point.
He's got this straight. He's hit it firmly enough, and he gets a boundary. It ends the 23rd, 85 for 7.
You don't mind this. He's tossed it up, trying to invite Karunaratne to play a shot, but he plays it well. The field at long off, very wide, because if the ball turns, it's in that direction that it goes, and he gets a lot of it, Karunaratne, and smacks it down the ground.
Trouble. He's hit him. He went for the direct hit, and he got it. We're going to go upstairs, but I think he's struggling.
There was a hesitation.
We have an
He started, he stopped,
run out.
the ball bounced up nicely for Marnus. Had one stump to aim at. He gets it. Yep, that's the 8th, the second run out of the innings.
I need to establish the correct breaking of the wicket. Have you got any other angle? Waiting for the replays. Yeah, I'm satisfied. Wicket is fairly put down. My decision for the giant screen is
Yep, he's short. Jeffrey van der Sar, the slight hesitation from him after Karunaratne called him through for the single, but a lovely bit of work from Marnus Labuschagne. And van der Sar will go run out for 4. Sri Lanka, they're almost done. They're 85 for 8.
A debut for Pramod Madhushan, brought into the team more as a seamer. Holds medium pace from the deep south of Sri Lanka, from Hambantota. Plays for the Tamil Union here in Colombo.
That'll be 4. That will be 4.
There goes the sweep, and it is a boundary. Madhushan on his debut.
Top ball down the ground this time. Charming Karunaratne, Labuschagne giving it a little bit air, and Charmi Karunaratne right through this innings, he has been very strong down the ground and finished the 29th over with a boundary. Sri Lanka 104 for 8.
You see that last delivery, hit really hard.
That's 50. Wonderful knock from Charmika Karunaratne, maiden ODI half century. Under pressure, he's paced this innings so well. Colombo rose, and he deserves all the applause he gets. Slower delivery, he picks it, he slams it. Well, you missed this for a while. I told you he's easily excitable. Oh, good hit. Wonderful shot. Mid-on in the circle. Cameron Green greeted with a couple of good hits over the top from Karunaratne. Mid-on, waits. Oh, put it down. Aaron Finch, the ball has the tendency to keep finding him.
He just moved himself back there 2 balls previous. Made good ground. Oh, he got both hands on that. Should have been taken.
Oh, it's gone. Madhushan just chips one to the bowler. Green picks up a wicket. The partnership broken.
Yeah, Rush, you could just feel that coming. You could just feel the last 10 balls. They tried to up the tempo of the game. That's a big wicket there for Australia. Wonderful partnership. And man played beautifully on debut. That one's just held in the wicket. Presented Cameron Green with an easy return catch. The batsman departs. It's gone for 15. Sri Lanka now a 9 for 143.
Mahesh Deekshana, the last man in for Sri Lanka.
Down the ground and all the way. Powerfully struck by Karunaratne.
A safe shot in the first 6 of this innings. Brings up the 150 as well for Sri Lanka. This young man, Charmika Karunaratne, has been brilliant today. Lots of excitement. And now chancing his arm. It's a very safe shot down the ground. But brilliant innings so far.
Again he goes. And again he gets the maximum.
Shot this time. And Charmika Karunaratne, that was a flat hit. But for so long, the field at mid-wicket was about 10 feet in front. Had no chance. Abushain taken to cleaners.
The pitch is slow. If you miss your length, if you're short of that length, batters are able to rock back and pull you or cut you. High into the air. Carey will call for it. And will take it. It will close the Sri Lankan innings. They'll be bowled out for 160. But what an innings from Charmika Karunaratne. He's given them something to bowl at.
Definitely got the Sri Lankan something to bowl at. This time I saw as Patrick Cummins are bowling the slower cutter. No, it's a seam up, just a bit slower. And Karunaratne targeting that vacant deep mid-wicket boundary, getting the top edge. A testing catch for Alex Carey, who was swearing around. And a smart bowling by Patrick Cummins. The off cutter would have been turning into Charmika Karunaratne, would have been a free hit towards mid-wicket. This time a seam up, little slower, and the man on screen has given something. Sri Lanka to bowl, and Karunaratne has gone for 75 of 75.
Yeah, lovely innings. 75 of just 75 deliveries. It was an innings savings delivery. 160 for 10. They were in real trouble right from the word go, Sri Lanka. Gunatilaka going for 8, Nasanka going for 2. Mendes promised with his 26 or 40 deliveries, but there was some suicidal running between the wickets. And this man, Charmika Karunaratne, his runnable 75 ensured that Sri Lanka ended on 160. But they've been bundled out, and Australia will feel as though that they can chase this down comfortably.
Bowling for Australia started really well. Look of the bowlers been Hazelwood, Kuhnemann, Cummins, all picked up wickets, very impressive. after losing the toss bowling first. Australia have done a fantastic job in restricting Sri Lanka for 160.
Welcome back. Fifth and final ODI between Sri Lanka and Australia, and they just need 161 runs of 50 overs. A very good evening to you wherever you are. I'm afraid that's not the target Sri Lanka would have been hoping for when they won the toss and decided to bat. It is a beautiful evening at the R. Premadasa International Stadium, and this is what Sri Lanka are up against. David Warner, look at that average, 45. 5,600 runs, 18 hundreds and 24 half centuries. And his partner is the captain, Aaron Finch, equally impressive. Strike rate slightly lower, but the rest as good as David Warner's.
The aggressive instincts of Finch and Warner to come to the fore here.
First ball, bit of bounce, straight away from Chamika Karunaratne. Surprised him. Did get something off that track.
We've seen this happen a lot, especially from Josh Hazlewood to hit the seam. He was sick today and not available for selection, Dhananjay De Silva.
Down the ground, Australia on their way. David Warner hitting through the line that was pitched up and punching it down the ground.
Those are the instincts. Clever player. He now knows if it's right up there, he's got to hit it over the infield. He's seen the ball on a length, he's seen it misbehave. He will be aggressive. That's why he's so successful. Maintains his shape. It's through the line. So easy.
Just holds the post. David Warner looked very good with that shot. Goes through the offside, short and wide. Timing is good. Back-to-back boundaries. Australia looking to make a statement pretty early in their innings.
Yep, you don't miss out. Challenging pitches, options are different. He's worked out if there's width, if it's pitched up, it's on his pads, he will give it a whack.
Chamika Karunaratne started off with a lot of promise. You spoke about how far away or how long ago was this. Just take a look.
Something interesting. Bit of extra bounce. Now wait. Everyone interested in the bounce, but they missed that. The very first ball of the innings. In the stump mic, there was a little noise. Warner's had a chance already, and also it's so loud here at the R. Premadasa Stadium. Even though Sri Lanka behind it in the game, the crowd are in it. It's hard to hear as well, but that would have been massive if they picked up on that.
True.
Oh!
He has that drift. Doesn't leave any ball with the new ball. It's a wide going down the leg side. I think, as you said, the sound of the crowd would have allowed them to pick that up. It would have been pretty faint. There was no deviation. Again, a bit of turn. The Australians, they're not excited, but the Sri Lankans are. Finch just stood his ground. But there is turn, there is bounce as well. With a harder ball.
You're going to make it count. You're going to go in the air a little slower. Dangling the carrot, looking to buy your wickets. That's when you get maximum out of a wicket here in Colombo. Now, do you have enough runs to stay with it? Good decision from Dharmasena. Again.
Clearly off the pad, but he's getting a lot of encouragement outside the off stump.
Well, they've gone upstairs, the Sri Lankans. It was well Lalage from short fine leg, who was adamant there was a nick.
Like TV umpire to director, we have a player review for court. Its original decision is not out, and it's a fair delivery. Start with the front on spination, please.
Start. Over enthusiastic, the Sri Lankans.
Show me that one more time.
Yes, you hear 2-3 noises.
Clear gap between bat and the ball. I need to look at the LBW. Can you go to the ball tracking, please?
Pad onto thigh, pad onto body. Those are the noises you hear.
It's confirmed, no bat. Gents waiting for the ball tracking. Original decision is not out. Pitching outside off. Impact in line. Missing the wickets. Kumar, stay with your not out decision. You're on straight.
I think that was a poor review. That was really a poor review. This time, he's been given. Finch knew straight away. He looked out, but he stood his ground. Umpire Kumar Dharmasena confirmed it. This is a big moment for Sri Lanka.
The previous deliveries he defended well, but with a lot happening, he opts to play the sweep shot. His reaction was a giveaway. They've blown a review, but they get their wicket. Aaron Finch makes the long walk back without scoring. Australia 11 for 1.
Mitch Marsh is the new batsman. Again, a very good strike rate.
That's the reason Dasun Shanaka has opted for Vellala. He's got 3 frontline spinners. Jeffrey Van Der said that's 30 overs of quality spin.
Now they're asking, they for a moment were interested. They thought it was off the boot. I think that's why they went up, or they tried to go up. But then straight away Kusal Mendis knew. But Marsh was playing for some turn and went straight with the arm. He was giving himself room.
That's pretty close to the boot.
Oh, what a catch that is! That is an outstanding catch. Danushka Gunatilaka. What a catch that was. It was hit with tremendous power. Warner was looking to go over the top. He is in some sort of pain. He was looking to take him on. And what a brilliant catch by Danushka Gunatilaka.
Australia in more pain. Nicely bowled by Vellala again. We knew Warner's going to come at him. He does. He doesn't get underneath it. Danushka Gunatilaka, well, it's worth the pain. He manages to hold on to it. Warner for 10. Australia 14 for 2.
14 for 2. Warner getting out to an outstanding catch. Josh Inglis, this is his List A career. He's making his debut today. I think it's worth taking another look as to what Danushka Gunatilaka did, as he has to limp off. But that was an outstanding catch. I think he hit his shoulder, or he seemed to be catching his back or his waist. But look at this catch.
Warner was going to come at him. Fielders in the deep on the leg side. So he tries to go towards mid-off. Doesn't matter. Hangs on to it. That's what matters. Bang, shoulder, hip, head.
Too short. That's a poor delivery. Just allows the batsman to get off the mark. Inglis, short and wide. It's 18 for 2 off 3. Oh, through him. Could have easily castled him. He just bounced enough. Inglis just didn't know what happened.
Great trajectory, straight over the stumps. They blew one in that very first over, the second over. And hence with one review, he didn't take it. Now I like the move that square leg has to go finer.
This time, given. English walks. Australia losing another one. It's Mahesh Dikshana, who is on fire.
Off break. The trajectory draws Inglis into the shot. You get them on the front foot, you're giving yourself a good chance. Everybody knew it. Even Josh English knew it. So that missed review does not come to haunt them. English gone for 5. It's 19 for 3.
Anas Labuschagne. Strike rate of almost 90 average.
Marsh has got that away. Over slips head and away for 4. Much needed runs here for Australia. They're being tested virtually every single delivery.
Every delivery is a battle. This was very lucky. Mitchell Marsh got it over the top. Nice Dikshana, another off cutter. Into the ground, quite safe outside the line. Some risk involved, but this field, Mahesh Dikshana has not been put under pressure.
Oh, misfield, not what you want. Marsh will get a boundary.
Man of the day today, Chamika Karunaratne hardly put anything wrong, but this time is evading him. Punit Vellalage is giving a little bit of air. It spun a little, and Chamika Karunaratne beaten all ends up. Lucky boundary for Mitchell Marsh, just what the Australians needed, a boundary just to break the shackle.
Oh, Mitchell, rather you than me.
Beautifully bowled by young Vellalage. Reaching middle stump, turning away just enough.
That's a big shout. That's a big shout. And he's had a long, hard look. They'll consult again. Will they take the risk with just one review remaining? Yes, they will. Yes, they will.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. It's a fair delivery. Start with front on spination, please. It appears ball passes close to the bat. Can I have the outrage, please? Stand by. Outrage is coming. Hold it up to the pad. Satisfied. It's a flat line as the ball passes the bat. Confirm, no bat involved. Go to the ball tracking when it's ready. Original decision is not out. Pitching in line, impact in line, missing the wickets. Ruchira, stay with your not out decision. Let you know when you're on screen. You're on screen, make your signal.
Beautiful start. So no one's at mid-wicket. That's encouraging Marsh to try and get to the pitch and work it through that leg side against the spin. That's beautifully bowled. Four runs. Definitely showing their allegiance in the commentary box, that's for sure.
Through his hands, Labuschagne that time, slightly shorter, wider, giving the opportunity to Labuschagne to throw his arm, and he threw at it. First, probably second slip fielder, Lanka had no chance. Play outside edge, but far away, second slip fielder.
Goes hard and goes down deep cover. Will this be taken? It is! Manushan gets
gets his first wicket. Pramod Madushan was frustrating Mitch Marsh, kept bowling tight, kept bowling length, given a bit of width, went hard at it, taken down in the deep, another big wicket.
The key with this wicket here is the length and just a little bit of outswing. If you look at Mitch Marsh, he just planted that front foot straight down the middle of the wicket. The ball went away and he lost control of his hands. And in the end, he was caught down a deep point and Mitch Marsh has to go on his way for 24. Australia now 4 for 50.
Well, Alex Carey, 650s, 100. Again, average in the mid-30s. Madushan continues. That's gone fine. Let me fall offline. And Labuschagne using the pace. It's 54 for 4, 15 overs completed. Ball just sliding down the leg side. That's gone very fine. Brisk pace. The Sri Lankans are excited. No reviews remaining, so they cannot review. But Vandersema immediately ran up to the keeper for possible consultation. Again, this man, so good with those reverse and the sweeps. That was clearly going down the leg side. That was spinning and going down the leg side.
But Alex Carey will always try to put the pressure back on the bowler.
Sri Lanka appealing hope. They don't have any reviews. They blew it early. But it's tough conditions to umpire with so much happening. Even in a situation like this, you'll hear 2-3 noises. Maybe the bat hitting the pad, bat hitting the ground. I'm really tempted. I would be tempted to get a fielder just in front, just to see something different. Maybe the batsman would react to that. It's 72 required. About time that he tried to get that wicket. Chip, oh, he went the wrong way. Bandara anticipated and he went to his right. But the miss hit lobbed to his left. 25 overs bowled, 90 for 4.
Got the mistake by the batsman. Unfortunately, Ashwin Bandara short extra cover going the other way. That's a good chance for Sri Lanka, sniffing something to happen. Perfectly bowled just outside the off stump. And Ashwin Bandara, the 12th man, did not go the right way. Anticipating it, but boxing it. Jeffrey Van Der Sar, a good over. This is 2 runs.
Oh, they're asking for it given on the back foot. He asks for the review straight away. Did it spin too much? Did it spin outside leg stump? A lot of things happen, a lot of things to consider.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. Original decision is given out. It's a fair delivery. Start with the front run spination, please. Ball passes close to the bat. Can he go to Jaltrage?
He thinks it's spinning. He thinks it's missing.
Waiting
That's
for
why
the
he went
outrage.
up. Git Rambukwala has to wait to make his decision. But beautifully bowled, the angle, the turn.
Stand by. Ball it through up to the pads. It's a flat line as the ball passes the bat. Satisfied, no bat. Go to the ball tracking when it's ready. Original decision is out. Pitching in line, impact in line. Hitting the wickets. Kumar, stay with your out decision. Let you know when you're on screen.
How about
Kumar,
that?
you're on screen.
too. He's been making good decisions today. That's another one. But Dunit Wellalage, the man. Sri Lanka needed something special. He produces the wicket of Labuskagni. He's gone for 31. It's 101 for 5.
They needed a breakthrough, Sri Lanka. They got one. The young man, Wellalage, you can't keep him out of the action. And now Glenn Maxwell has made his way to the middle, with Australia just requiring 60 runs. You can't imagine that this is going to be a walk. It could be a gallop by Australia, or if Sri Lanka manage to nip out Maxwell, they'll feel they close to home. And they'll get 2. You've spoken about Labuschagne. He's getting out in a similar fashion, and when there's a similar fashion, you can look at technique.
We see that the dismissal on the left, where he just sees front foot go right outside off stump, and he cut himself off. And the same tonight, where he had to play around his front leg, where the bat has to come through, and it doesn't come through straight.
Over extra cover. This is the danger that Maxwell possesses.
That's a first boundary after 94 balls from Australia, and this is what Glenn Maxwell brings. He puts the pressure straight back on the opposition. Just over pitch there. There's still 2 catches there at cover, but he backs himself and his eye to get that over for a valuable 4 runs for Australia.
That'll spin away. That'll spin away and will race towards the boundary.
He's going to have days where you feel that he should have taken the game deeper. But the one thing he's done now, we've seen it in IPL, he started to win games for not only his IPL teams, but for Australia. And he does put pressure on the opposition. All of a sudden, he's come out here now. We haven't seen a boundary for 84 balls, and he's hit a couple, put pressure back on the bowls. That's why these guys in your team are so valuable, because they put the pressure straight back on the opposition.
This has found the gap as well, that there is protection. They'll get 2, but immediately it's got Wellalage having to think. Suddenly we're not seeing oohs and ahs every ball. You get it wrong, it goes to the boundary.
Well, straight away from Wellalage, he's under pressure. What we see here is a full toss. We haven't seen a full toss from Wellalage all night. He's bowled beautifully. He's put the pressure back on. But that's what Glenn Maxwell does. He puts the pressure back on oppositions, and he makes them nervous to bowl.
Big shout, big shout. Long, hard look, and they don't have a review. And so what umpire Damasina says, that goes.
Glenn Maxwell doesn't seem too fussed. Has a smile on his face. Big inside edge there from Glenn Maxwell.
Got him. There it is. This young man always has something to say.
And with the man, this young man, as we've seen under pressure, consistently deliver. He's got a very mature head on his shoulders for 19 years of age, and he's just got rid of the dangerous Glenn Maxwell with an absolute peach.
Needs one to turn, needs to get the length right. Maxwell pushes back, and it does. It turns, and it's the top of off stump. That is a huge wicket, a massive wicket for Sri Lanka. Wellalage now has 3 to his name. 3 to his name, and Australia are 6 down. Maxwell goes for 16, 121 for 6. Well, Sri Lanka are unearthing a new star. Here's one for Australia. Cameron Green, in just his 7th innings for Australia. He's got work to do. Oh no, these are gimme runs. These are gimme runs. This outfield is so quick. Cameron Green will tell the grandchildren that he hit that back past the bowler for 4, but it hasn't. It's gone past the keeper.
Yeah, Australia will take them any way they can at the moment. Just out of frustration. Look at this here. Frustration. Cameron Green didn't move. There's no reason to do that. There's 4 runs to Australia's tally.
On a surface like this, pumped back past the bowler. It hit really hard. Dixon just couldn't get to it. Gave him enough space to get on the back foot. But he's a powerful man, isn't he, Cameron Green? Look at the reaction. I like that reaction. Look at the passion. Anderson continues. Wrong and punched off the back foot. Now runs are flowing. That's a good start to the over for Australia. I think Van der Sar will have to be tighter. Now he's bowled 8 overs. He's been decent with his 8 overs. But one thing that Sri Lanka wanted him, which is pretty unfortunate, is to be amongst the wickets. Van der Sar unfortunately hasn't been able to provide that. That stayed down. That was pushed through a bit quicker. Again, the running is brilliant. The running has been brilliant. The intent shown is magnificent. And they realize that every run matters in a game such as this. That was pushed through, stayed down. And in a tight game, on a not an easy surface, they have stolen runs.
Oh, what a fantastic delivery. Snorter. Cameron Green had no idea about that, but played well in the end. Played down the line, chased it, offside leg stump, turn, bounce. One word on Kusal Mendis right throughout this evening. He has been magnificent behind the stumps. Not easy as a wicketkeeper. Outside edge. Just having the kitchen sink at it. And it's going to be a boundary. All important boundary for Australia to end that over as well. Just 5 runs needed. 38 gone. Australia 156 for 6.
That's his go-to stroke, sent back in time.
He's been brilliant, isn't he? Alex Carey. Very unorthodox but very effective in these conditions. Nice station. Has been really good as well. 2 balls back. This was fantastic. We kept on talking about Kusal Mendis' glove work behind his tree. He's been brilliant.
It's not all doom and gloom. It's not all doom and gloom. The series has been won, and we've had some fabulous cricket played by these 2 sides. It really has been a treat. The entire series, the T20 series and this ODI series, have been magnificent to watch. Every game closely contested. Oh, that has nearly bowled him. A coat of paint.
How did he miss the stumps there? Another carom delivery, just keeps a little low. A little bit late as well by Cameron Green.
Goes long. This will end it, and he'll end it in style, Cameron Green. And Australia win the final one-day international. There'll be congratulations all round. The series is gone, but they have a little bit of momentum going into the Test series in Galle in a few days' time. They win by 4 wickets. They lose the series 3-2. Warner went early for 10, the captain without scoring. Mitchell Marsh promised briefly. Marnus Labuschagne and Carey, that was a vital partnership between the 2 of them. Maxwell came in, he dashed as he usually does, and then Carey and Green saw Australia home.
And bowling for Sri Lanka, good to see all the spinners bowling out. Theekshana and Velalage picked up 2 and 3 wickets each. Van der Sar bowled decently well, and Velalage picking up 3 wickets and becoming the highest wicket taker in this entire series. He played his debut series. That's good to see. In the end, Australia was very, very smart the way they chased it down.
A series played in great spirits. A series supported by thousands of Sri Lankans. Sri Lanka won the toss, decided that they would bat first. They were in a heap of trouble until their scrapper, Jamika Karunaratne, he came to the wicket and scored 75 of 75 deliveries and gave them something, if not a lot, it was something to bowl to. They had Australia in trouble, but in the end they got over the line, 6 down, and they win by 4 wickets. They lose the series 3-2.